sectional round of basketball in Class 4, and it'll be the West Plains Lady Zizzers going up against the undefeated Carl Junction Lady Bulldogs. And this Carl Junction team, they're used to this. I mean, this has become an annual ritual for them. They've been to the state finals the last couple of years, and they've been beaten by Incarnate Word out of St. Louis each time, so they're used to this. Meanwhile, the West Plains Lady Zizzers, a young basketball team that has surpassed all expectations. They're 27-1, and they're number 2 in the state in Class 4 basketball. This will be a big challenge for West Plains, obviously, tonight, going up against an undefeated team in Carl Junction and one of the best players, not just in this area, but in this part of the country. Katie Scott, who has already chosen Drury College for her next step in college baskstball. She averages over 21 a game. She's a Gatorade Player of the Year candidate. That should tell you something right there. All right, Nate will take a 90-second break. Starting lineup, tip-off. Carl Junction and West Plains coming up on KDY.
Get your shine on. Call the Duke Boys today for the best detailing and best prices in the area. You know the Duke Boys details vehicles, but that's not all. Bring in your outdoor toys for detailing too. Make sure that boat is shining when you head to the lake, or get your bike out and give it that shine it needs. Call the Duke Boys today, 293-4014, and get your shine on. The Duke Boys, South 63, West Plains. Get your shine on.
When you hear
Z-I-Z,
you say
Z-E-R.
And when you hear Bienvenidos, amigos, you say El Charros. Take the whole family or the whole team for dinner and get ready to experience the area's best authentic Mexican food. El Charro Mexican Restaurant with 2 locations in West Plains. Fast service, great food, and a winning team to serve you are what you'll find at El Charro Mexican Restaurant in West Plains, home of the Zizzers.
Z-I-Z-Z-E-R.
West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology, they have expanded their services once again to better serve you. They have invested in technology and now can produce and program keys for even more hard-to-key vehicles like some BMWs, Toyota, Mini Cooper, and more. And they can retrieve the keypad information for Ford vehicles. So if you are having trouble getting keys made for your vehicle, call West Plains Lock and Key, 256-8862, where tradition meets technology. That's West Plains Lock and Key.
The official home of the Zizzers is KDY.
Did you know that small businesses help create a majority of new jobs and depend heavily on local banks for financing? That's why at West Plains Savings and Loan, we want to put your money to work growing our local economy. Stop in today and find out why so many families and local businesses choose West Plains Savings and Loan. Since 1919, helping to grow our local economy. Member FDIC.
The West Plains Zizzers play here on Hot Country KDY.
All right, big crowd of West Plains folk are here to root for the Lady Zizzers, as you can imagine. And a pretty good crowd has come down I-44 from Carl Junction to root for the Bulldogs. Here's the starters for the basketball game. First of all, for West Plains, and it's pretty much your standard starting 5. Mackenzie Brunson is a 5'7" junior. Allie Holtapple, a 5'9" senior. Bree Harlan, the point guard, 5'4" senior. Ashton Judd will play in the post, 5'10" sophomore. And Kat Cunningham, a 5'9" senior, rounds out the starting 5 for West Plains. Carl Junction, they are going to line up like this. Danny Wrench is a 5'6" senior. Shiloh Winder, 5'9" senior. Taylor Hughes, 5'10" senior. Destiny Berge, a 5'6" freshman. And Katie Scott, just all everything. She is a 6'3" senior. She is 6'3", and she's not a skinny 6'3", if you get what I'm saying, but she is really a good player. She can play inside, she can go outside and shoot the basketball even. And that would be great for West Plains if she decided to go out and hang around the three-point line tonight. But I get a feeling most of what she does is going to be right around the key area. For West Plains, that is going to be their chore tonight. Are they going to be able to handle Katie Scott? Now, you can look at it two different ways. Do you try to do whatever you can to slow her down, or do you just simply do your best on her, but focus on the other players and try to keep them down? Because Carl Junction really shoots the basketball extremely well. They've got along with Scott at 6'3", they've got a lot of kids that can shoot the basketball. These 5'9", 5'10" kids that they'll bring off the bench. So this is going to be a huge challenge. But hey, if you get into the state basketball tournament, you're going to play somebody good every time. And if you're going to eventually win the whole thing, you got to beat the best teams. And this is a great start, great opportunity for West Plains. They'll be in the red tonight with the white numbers. And it'll be Carl Junction in the white with red numbers, red trim. Holzapple will jump. Allie Holzapple will jump for West Plains. They go right to left. Here's the tip one easily by Carl Junction. This game is underway at Nixa High School. Out high, Danny Wrench to the corner. Pass is deflected. Picked up there, back out to the point. In the left corner, they'll pass up a three. Lob across. They get it to Scott to the right corner. Back to the point. West Plains in the matchup zone, doing a good job moving. Lob pass inside. Scott catches, turns, a flop, no call. Now out to the right sideline. Here's a three in the air and no good. Weak side rebound, and there is Judd for the rebound for West Plains. Bree Harlan has it. One thing I don't think we have to worry about is Carl Junction pressing or pressuring that much. They play a matchup zone. It's a really good zone. Cross-court pass. There's Cass in the corner for a three in the lead. No good. Weak side rebound comes off, and it's going to be tied up. Jump ball will be West Plains basketball. Ashton Judd got in there after it, got a tie-up. And so West Plains will throw the ball in. Got a good shot here on the first possession. Here's the inbound wide open in the corner. Brunson bounce pass top of the circle. Judd will dribble over, down to the right baseline, back to the corner. Cass Cunningham with it. I would expect this to be a fairly low-scoring game in the 50s probably, because these teams are going to be very deliberate with what they do with the basketball. High post. Judd dribbles, lost it, slapped away from behind. Turnover West Plains, and back the other way come Carl Junction. Lob pass over and across. Berge, lob back the other way to the left corner. Lob back inside. Good play. Mackenzie Brunson gets a steal. They tried to force it inside, and she wasn't having that. She was playing in front of Scott and got the steal. Baseline, Holzapple will dribble to the corner. She'll be trapped there. Looks for help. Gets it outside to Bree Harlan. She'll dribble over, back on the right wing. Cass Cunningham. Cass on the wing. Fakes the shot. Now back to Bree at the point, left wing. Mackenzie Brunson, who can shoot that three, dribbles in. Back to the point. Here's Bree with an up fake. Dribbles over. Cass dribbles one time, two times. Picks it up. Back to the point. 6:03 to go in the first quarter. Still no score. In the left corner, Mackenzie Brunson with it. Gives it left corner. Holzapple. Back around it goes. Cunningham drives the baseline. Tapped underneath. Wraparound pass will be picked up by Brunson. Pass over to the right elbow. Judd, right corner. Wide open shot for Cass for a two, and it's good. Cass Cunningham connects inside the three-point line. 2-0 score. West Plains has the lead. And here's a whistle and a block coming up the right sideline. Paul Fitzwater is the official on the call right there. And a blocking foul on Cass Cunningham. So there's the first foul of the basketball game. It's against West Plains at the 5:34 mark, and now Carl Junction will play it in. Carl Junction has beaten Kickapoo this year. They beat him by 1. Here's a lob inside. There she is. Scott catches and lays it up and in. Katie Scott, if she catches it, it's over. Tie game at 2. On the right side, Cunningham. To the point, Bree Harlan, high post, Ashton Judd, left wing. Mackenzie Brunson's going to shoot a three, and it's good! 5-2 ball game. Shooting the basketball from the perimeter is going to be a really big deal in this game for West Plains. Sometimes you can offset that with other stuff, but in this game, they really need to hit the outside shot. In the right corner for a three. That's good. Knocked in by Shiloh Winder. And this game is tied up at 5-5. Carl Junction, as Scott Womack was saying earlier today, can really shoot the basketball. They've got good shooters. It's not just a one-person team. Ashton Judd out front will give it to Bree Harlan. To the right corner, Cass Cunningham. Cass in the right corner against the matchup zone. Ashton Judd comes out and gets it. Now lob across. Good pass. Holzapfel passes it back outside. Down to the point. Ashton Judd drives, kicks it to the corner. Going around the defender. Cass Cunningham tied up, and the ball's taken away by Carl Junction. Bulldogs come down with a chance to take the lead. At the point, Scott with a three, and that's no good. And it comes long, though, and it goes right to Danny Wrench. Now shot from the right side for another three, no good. Off the miss by Wrench, and a rebound to West Plains. Bree Harlan up the right sideline, front court, right wing. Now on the left side, Mackenzie Brunson. Underneath, Holzapfel posts up inside, one bounce, back out to the point, around the horn, right wing, three ball, Cass Cunningham, and around and no good. Fight for the rebound is controlled by Holzapfel. Left point, three ball is up, and a travel will be called on West Plains. So it'll be Bulldog basketball in the backcourt. 3:30 to play, first quarter, out of the first 4.5 minutes. You'd have to say it's been, as the score would indicate, a dead even basketball game. Up the right sideline now. Front court, bad pass, stolen. West Plains press pays off there. Judd the other way, takes it all the way in, goes up left hand, no good. Got fouled on the play, and she'll shoot two after that second turnover by Carl Junction. The foul is on Destiny Berge, and that's her first. Free throw for Ashton Judd, trying to get the lead back, and it's good. First point of the game for Ashton Judd, the sophomore. 3:20 to go in the first. Second one good. 7-5, Zizzers by 2. The other thing you wanted to avoid was getting off to a bad start. Getting in a hole, that hasn't happened, so that's good. In the left corner, holding the ball, Shiloh Winder, cross-court pass, right corner. They get an open shot from Berge for a three, way off the mark, air ball, and it comes down to Ashton Judd. West Plains controls. Bree Harlan brings it up to the right sideline. Cass Cunningham pressured a little bit over there. She'll get it out now to Mackenzie Brunson, and it looks like Carl Junction's going to pressure a little bit more out of their zone. Bounce pass out from Brunson to the point, Bree Harlan. We're down to 2:38 to go. And we hope you're enjoying the ball game on the radio and also on our live stream on Facebook. For the folks who couldn't make it up here for the early start. Brunson will dribble out. Holds it high. Right corner, Bree Harlan's got a three. Look, that's too hard. Rebound to the weak side is going to be taken down by Taylor Hughes for the Carl Junction Bulldogs. And Katie Scott will bring the ball up herself. Left side, left corner. Fake the shot. Now back to the left corner. Lob across, Scott with the catch. Double team. Back out to the point. Back to Scott in the court. Tipped away. Good play, Mackenzie Brunson. She anticipated and got a hand on it. Now Harlan across the court, and that's going to be a turnover, but a turnover right back as the ball was intercepted up the floor and a travel violation call against Carl Junction. Jessa Hilton, a 5'6" sophomore, will come in the ball game now for Carl Junction. Pass outside, and nearly it is thrown away. Bad pass on the inbound pass. And West Plains turns it over for the fifth time. Full court pressure by West Plains. Pass across, almost stolen. Cass Cunningham just barely avoided a foul. Now on the right point, dribbling in. 14-footer by Berge is no good. And the rebound taken down by Ashton Judd. That time Scott didn't even make it all the way down the floor. 7-5 Zizzers. 1:28 left. Bounce pass, high post. Brunson dribbles over. Has the outside open. Now Holzapfel dribbles. Free throw line. Ashton Judd spins to the middle. Puts it up. No good. Got a foul on the play from Katie Scott, who claims that was all ball. She is called for her first foul. And, if you're West Plains, you have to take the ball inside and try to at least get some fouls on her. Free throw is good by Ashton. And, yeah, you're going to get some shots blocked. You may turn the ball over a little bit, but if you don't make her play defense, you're just making it way too easy and taking away part of your own offense. Next drive for Ashton Judd is good. She's 4 out of 4 from the line. West Plains has a 4-point lead, 9-5. Inside pass, deflected away, stolen. Bree Harlan comes back the other way, and she'll circle outside and get it to Mackenzie Brunson. Bree on the sideline, slapped out of bounds, and it will stay with West Plains. 1 minute, 1 second left in the first quarter. And West Plains with a 9-5 lead over undefeated Carl Junction. At the point, here's Bree Harlan. Mackenzie Brunson, and we'll have a foul call. That'll be on Carl Junction. Fighting through the screen there. That'll be on 21, Jessica Hilton. Team foul number 3, says the scoreboard, as says my book as well. Three team fouls to 1. Inbound play on the side. Cass Cunningham, cross-court left corner. Carl Junction does a really good job of moving in this matchup zone. They don't leave much open for long. High screen. Mackenzie Brunson, pass across, inside Holzapfel, lost it, dished it off, whistle, jump ball. It should be West Plains basketball. No, Carl Junction basketball. I anticipated a jump a little while ago and it already flipped the arrow, but it will be Carl Junction ball. So West Plains turns it over for the 6th time. Destiny Berge. We had a young guy named Berge that played for the Grizzlies a few years back. And he was from the Webb City area, so no surprise here. Carl Junction next door to Webb. Bad pass thrown out of bounds by Scott. Tried to lob it to the baseline, and that was too tall. And that will be turnover 5 on Carl Junction. 9-5, last shot of the quarter for West Plains. 22 seconds to go. Mackenzie Brunson will penetrate. Back to the point. Bree Harlan, right wing, Cass Cunningham. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Bree dribbles to the side. Cass at the point. She'll draw a double team. Dribbles around the screen underneath. Good pass inside and a whistle and a foul before the shot. It's going to be called. Ashton Judd got wide open in the lane. Got pushed by Danny Wrench. 3.8 seconds left in the quarter. Still not the 1-and-1. So West Plains will play it in with 4 seconds to get a shot. Here's the inbound play out front. Mackenzie Brunson ball fake. Left elbow jumper is way short, and that will go out of bounds, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Good quarter for West Plains. They did a fantastic job at the defensive end. Held Carl Junction to 5 points and lead it after 1, 9-5. Back in a minute to Nixa State Playoff Basketball with the Lady Zizzers on KDY.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Bureau in West Plains is ready to take care of all your business needs. Whether you are starting up an office or it's time to upgrade, stop into Bureau and see the great selection of office furniture. They now offer janitorial and safety supplies. And when you need copiers, printers, or their supplies, they have those too. Online ordering is available and they offer free next day delivery in the West Plains area. Give Bureau a call at 256-6808.
Zizzers basketball action continues now on KDY.
We're back at Nixa High School, and we're ready for the second quarter. First one in the book, 9-5, West Plains with a 4-point lead. And we go back to it. West Plains shoots to the end to our left. Again, the stream, the video of this is available on our KDY Facebook and Ozark Radio News Facebook page. Right corner, here's Bree Harlan with a jump shot. No good. Ball will be handled in the corner by Taylor Hughes, and a travel violation. West Plains slapped the press on right after the miss. Carl Junction wasn't ready for that. That's their 6th turnover. Both teams have turned it over 6 times. which is a bit of a testament, at least, to both teams' defense. There's the inbound in the corner, Ashton Judd. Ball out front, deflected. Ashton on the left side goes between the defender, baseline, inside, outside, bad pass, threw it away. Tried to get it outside of either Cass Cunningham or Bree Harlan. Hard to tell because it was right between the two of them, and it went out of bounds. Here's a lob pass up ahead. Scott has it at the right elbow. Back on the wing. A dribble in. Berge will shoot again. She missed it. The rebound comes off the West Plains. Ashton Judd. Boy, she's doing a job inside early. Bree Harlan now over the timeline. One shot and done. They're not getting second shots either. That's the other thing. And with Scott inside 6'3", that's usually a problem. Bad pass cross court, stolen again. Ashton tried to hit the far corner, but it looked open, but it wasn't. So West Plains getting stops at the defensive end. And now Carl Junction, they haven't scored in a while. On the left side, there's a lob inside. There she is. The catch, shot good. Katie Scott catches it inside. It's pretty much done. Here's the other thing. If you're West Plains, you got to be hollering at that official. Keep her out of the lane. 3 seconds is all you're supposed to be in there. Right corner, Cass Cunningham. Because she sets up for that play, just almost right under the basket. Cass in the corner, bounce pass kicked. It'll be a violation on Carl Junction. 6:24 to go in the first quarter. And the ball will stay with West Plains. Shots have been hard to come by for both teams. Here's the inbound play. Can't get it in. Finally two in the corner. Holzapfel out to the point. Now he gets it to Bree Harlan on the right side. Inside pass, deflected again. Boy, forcing passes. If you just wait a little bit longer, which West Plains did a good job of in the first quarter, something will open up. Something somewhere. Lob pass out front. Another ball deflected, picked up by Bree Harlan. In the right corner, Cass is open with a three. It's short. It's an air ball, in fact. And a foul on a reach-in for the rebound will go against Ashton Judd. Second foul on West Plains. And now back to the full court pressure by West Plains. Lob pass up ahead. Scott free throw line underneath. Good feed. Layup is good. Underneath, Taylor Hughes was wide open as they broke the press quickly, and that ties the game at 9-9. Bree Harlan right side now to Cass Cunningham. Cass with it. Ball knocked away, almost stolen. Cass gets it back, gets it out to Bree Harlan here at the timeline. Carl Junction's matchup zone is really pushing West Plains away from the basket. They're not giving them many passing lanes to work with here. Out to the point, ball Brunson deflected by Judd. Thought it was to her, but instead McKenzie gets it. Right side to the right baseline. Holzapfel started to shoot, brought it down, traveled with the basketball. And that's part of having a 5'10" kid there coming out to challenge the shot. If you're going to shoot it, shoot it. Just don't give it a second thought. Up the left side, front court. Scott as they break the press. Now with a chance to take lead. Bad pass stolen as Allie Holzapfel cut in front and took it away. Tried to get it to the low block. And now West Plains back again with a chance to retake the lead. At the point, Mackenzie Brunson, another deflected pass, trying to throw it over the top. You got to reach around and bounce past that basketball. Turnover number 4 in the quarter and 10 on the game already against West Plains. In the left corner. They'll move it out back to the left corner again. He'll fake the shot. Ball lost momentarily. Picked up by Denny Wrench. Now Scott has it at the point left corner. She'll go down and find her spot under the basket. Now circle out. To the right corner. Shiloh Winder. Scott on the wing. Dribbles over the top. Hook pass inside. Bad pass. Thrown away. The pass wasn't too bad, but the pass was a little out of the reach of the intended receiver. Turnover again against Carl Junction. That's their 8th. Right side, Mackenzie Brunson. West Plains got to figure out a way to get some shots here. High post, Ashton Judd tied up. Now they're going to call a foul. That's going to be a foul on Scott. That'll be her second. That's good. That's really good. So she'll come out of the ball game with 2 fouls, and they'll substitute out Jessa Hilton. So Scott goes out at 4:06 of the second with a tie game. Now let's see if West Plains gets the ball inside a little bit here. Look for Ashton Judd. She's at the free throw line. Bounce pass across. Mackenzie Brunson. This is not a man-to-man, but boy, they pressure out of it just like one. Bounce pass out. Mackenzie Brunson to the point. Bree Harlan. She dribbles in. Bad pass down through the legs of Ashton Judd. 11th turnover on West Plains. 3:36 to go. This game's been tied at 9 for quite a while now. At the point in the left corner, open shot for the lead in 3. No good, but the rebound by Carl Junction, and a foul off the rebound will be called on Ashton Judd. That'll be her second foul. So just as important, probably for West Plains, with Judd being in foul trouble, same thing applies here with Scott for Carl Junction. Need Ashton in the middle. Here's a drive with the right-hand runner, and that's up and good. And that's from Berge, Destiny Berge, with her first basket. And that gives Carl Junction the lead at 11-9. Left corner and a travel. Mackenzie Brunson on the travel violation. Timeout, West Plains just cannot get in sync at the offensive end. 11-9 with 3:07 to go in the half. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to State Playoff Basketball with the Lady Zizzers on KDY.
Have you thought about your retirement? The money that's going to be required to live comfortably when you are finished working? If not, you should talk to Community First about individual retirement accounts, IRAs. Community First offers traditional and Roth IRAs to fit your savings needs. The future is now. Start saving and enjoy tax benefits with IRAs from Community First Banking Company in West Plains, Mountain Grove, and Thayer. Member FDIC.
Back to the court and Zizzer basketball on Hot Country KDY.
Drew Harris comes in the game for West Plains. And she'll play on the front of the press. You know, usually a thing with 2 good teams playing, really good teams, and these are 2 really good teams, you don't have that many turnovers. We've had a total of 20 in the first half here. Down the lane, here's a drive whistle. That's going to be a blocking foul call on West Plains' Drew Harris. And it'll be 2 shots for Carl Junction. Destiny Berge, man, she likes to shoot the basketball. She goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 here. The first try for Berge is no good. Destiny Berge gets 1 more try. I think if you'd said before the game that West Plains, with 3 minutes to go in the half, would have 12 turnovers, you'd think, oh, no, we're in big, big trouble. Next one, no good, tipped out of bounds. Oh, and it's going to stay with Carl Junction. But that's not been the case. This has been a purely defensive basketball game so far. 11-9, Carl Junction from underneath. Their all-world player, Katie Scott, is on the bench with 2 fouls. On the right sideline, right baseline pass to Winder, back outside. Both these teams have been very deliberate with the basketball, but they've also turned the ball over a lot. Winder to the point, now on the left sideline. Here's a drive on the baseline. They'll cut it off. Far side. Berge's got a 3. Look, and it's good. 14-9. 5-point lead, biggest lead either team has had so far. Brunson dribbles in to the corner. Holzapfel. Left corner, Brunson. Goes left baseline. Goes up and around. Lays it up and good. She got around the defense, got the baseline, and laid it in from the left side. Mackenzie Brunson now with 5. Up the right sideline. Long pass up ahead. Caught on the low block by Hughes. Goes up and under and scores. 16-11. Carl Junction by 5 again. Bree Harlan front court. Cass Cunningham. Lob out to the point. Bree Harlan high post. Drew Harris, right corner, cast with a three. Good! That gets the West Plains people fired up here, cuts it back to 2. And we got a lot of West Plains people. This game had started at 7:30 or so. We would have had a big West Plains crowd. But here's a travel violation in the front court on Berge for Carl Junction. That's their 9th. Early 6 o'clock start's hard for a lot of people to make when it's as far away as Nixa. But you've got the live stream on Facebook, on Hot Country KDY and Ozark Radio News on Facebook. And now another turnover on West Plains. Bree Harlan taking it to the right side and just threw the ball out of bounds. There was nowhere to get it to Cass Cunningham. West Plains almost always starts their offense going to the right. A lot of teams do that, though. Here's ball deflected, nearly lost by Shiloh Winder. Now for Carl Junction on the left side. Hilton to the point, to the right corner. At the left point, here's Berge. Thought about shooting, dribbles in, now kicks it across. That was almost a high dribble on the left side. Hilton to the point. Left corner, open shot, and it's up, and for 3, no good. Rebound foul over the back on Berge. Over Mackenzie Brunson, that's her 2nd foul. And with that, with 51 seconds to go in the half, Berge will come out. In the ball game for Carl Junction is Ashley Stokes, a 5'7" senior. .48 seconds to go. Hard to hold the ball against a team that plays defense like this. West Plains will probably try to eat some of that clock at the very least. Cunningham baseline. Bounce pass in. Holzapfel goes up off the board. No good. Rebound tip, and finally controlled by Carl Junction, and a whistle and a timeout's going to be called by Carl Junction. 28 seconds left in the first half. 16-14. I thought this would be a low-scoring game in the 50s. The way this game is going right now, 40 may win this ball game. But 2 really good defensive teams are going head-to-head here. Sectional basketball, the winner of this game will play on Saturday at 1 o'clock at Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar. And should that be West Plains, of course, we'll have that here on KDY. And one more time with the video stream. Once you get to the Final Four, you can't video. You can't do live stream because the state does that. We've had several people checking out the stream. We appreciate that. Tell our sponsors that you appreciate that too, because they're the ones that make it go. We're ready to go with 28 seconds to go in the half. 16-14, Carl Junction ball. They put Katie Scott back in the ball game. Well, if they get an offensive foul on her here before the half, that'd be great. In the corner, 3 ball is up and good. Shiloh Winter. They didn't hold it. 13 seconds to go in the half. 19-14. Cass Cunningham with a 3 way out. Good pass from about 24 feet. And now a ball out of bounds with 2.7 seconds up the right sideline, turned over by Shiloh Winder. Wow. Was that a bomb or was that a bomb? That was a bomb. Cash has pulled up and fired it from way out. Only have 3 seconds, though. Zizzers with the ball at midcourt. If you throw it back, you're going to have to shoot it quick. Here's a return. Cass from midcourt fires it no good. That's the end of the first half. Pretty good first half of basketball. 2 really good teams. A really even basketball game at this point. West Plains led for a good part of the first half. Carl Junction, the second quarter primarily. And they lead this basketball game over West Plains 19-17. We'll take a short break and come back in just a moment on Hot Country KDY.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See your local State Farm agent, Adam Mansfield of West Plains, at 417-256-9333.
I need to get ready for prom.
Let's go to Knockouts.
I need more than just tanning, Mom.
They are more than tanning. You can get your hair and nails done, find a dress, and of course tan.
I guess you're right, Mom.
Can you say that again for everyone to hear?
Knockouts Tanning Salon off Preacher Row Boulevard is now more than just tanning. With an in-house hairstylist and nail tech, there is no need to make 4 stops anymore. Tanning, shopping, hair, and nails. Give them a call at 257-0229.
The official home of the Zizzers is KDY.
All right, halftime. We anticipated a great game, and it's really turning out like that. Close game, tight game. Carl Junction leads at 19-17 at the half. For West Plains in the first half, Mackenzie Brunson had 5. Cass Cunningham had 8. Ashton Judd had 4, and that accounts for all the scoring. Over on the Carl Junction side, Katie Scott, their all-state player, had 4 points in the first half, 5 for Destiny Berge, 4 points for Taylor Hughes, and 6 for Shiloh Winder. 3 buckets from behind the three-point line for Carl Junction. West Plains had 3 as well. Turnovers, a bunch of them in the first half. West Plains had 13, Carl Junction with 10. Okay, a break. We're back with more at Nixa. It's state sectional Class 4 girls basketball, and it's West Plains trailing Carl Junction by 2, 19-17. Back in just a bit on KDY.
Uh-oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hey, John, I think the motor's out on the saw. I think we're going to need a new one.
Nope, give Covies a call. They've been keeping this saw running for years. The number's even engraved on the side of it. They'll keep it alive.
Looks like it says 417-256-4711.
If you're having issues with motors or electrical in your machinery, give Covies Electric Motor Service a call at 417-256-4711. With 3 generations of experience, Covies will keep your motors running longer.
4-6 lead. We love coming to the Ranch House Grill and Bar. When I say we, I mean our whole family. It's a great place to eat. I love great steaks. My husband loves it.
This cheesecake may be the best thing ever. In fact, I haven't tried anything here that isn't great.
Hey, want to have a good time? This is the place.
Hi, this is Dustin at the Ranch House Grill and Bar. We'd like to invite you for lunch or dinner at the new Ranch House across from Walmart in West Plains.
Hey, I'm sure glad we're taking your car because mine's not feeling very well.
Oh, my car, she feels great. I've been taking her to Don's Auto.
Yeah, but just last week it was making that squeaky noise.
Wheel bearings. Yep, Don's Auto fixed it.
Right on. Maybe they can fix mine.
Of course, Don's Auto Service can take care of your vehicle. They can also take care of all the repairs you're needing and make sure you're up on your maintenance.
This is John Kinslow with Don's Auto Service, where we are more than a tire store.
Hey, it's Maddie at Hirsch Feed, and here in the clothing department, it's out with the old and in with new spring arrivals. That means all our outerwear and select winter styles are 20% off. That includes gloves, vests, bibs, jackets, and more. When you stop by, don't forget to check out our wide selection of boots with brands like Rocky, Georgia, Durango, Ariat, and Red Wing.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than up on store.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri. Missouri.
Spring is here. Time to get your shine on. Call the Duke Boys today for the best detailing and best prices in the area. You know the Duke Boys details vehicles, but that's not all. Bring in your outdoor toys for detailing too. Make sure that boat is shining when you head to the lake, or get your bike out and give it that shine it needs. Call the Duke Boys today, 293-4014, and get your shine on. The Duke Boys, South 63, West Plains. Get your shine on.
When you hear
Z-I-Z,
you say
Z-E-R.
And when you hear Bienvenidos, amigos, you say El Charros. Take the whole family or the whole team for dinner and get ready to experience the area's best authentic Mexican food. El Charro Mexican Restaurant with 2 locations in West Plains. Fast service, great food, and a winning team to serve you are what you'll find at El Charro Mexican Restaurant in West Plains, home of the Zizzers.
Z-I-Z-Z-E-R.
West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology, they have expanded their services once again to better serve you. They have invested in technology and now can produce and program keys for even more hard-to-key vehicles like some BMWs, Toyota, Mini Cooper, and more. And they can retrieve the keypad information for Ford vehicles. So if you are having trouble getting keys made for your vehicle, call West Plains Lock and Key, 256-8862, where tradition meets technology. That's West Plains Lock and Key.
Did you know that small businesses help create a majority of new jobs and depend heavily on local banks for financing? That's why at West Plains Savings and Loan, we want to put your money to work growing our local economy. Stop in today and find out why so many families and local businesses choose West Plains Savings and Loan. Since 1919, helping to grow our local economy. Member FDIC.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Bureau in West Plains is ready to take care of all your business needs. Whether you are starting up an office or it's time to upgrade, stop into Bureau and see the great selection of office furniture. They now offer janitorial and safety supplies. And when you need copiers, printers, or their supplies, they have those too. Online ordering is available and they offer free next day delivery in the West Plains area. Give Bureau a call at 256-6808.
The West Plains Zizzers play here on Hot Country KDY.
We're back at Nixa High School, home of the Eagles, and it's 1917. In State Class 4 Sectional Girls Basketball, Carl Junction with the 2-point lead over West Plains. This has been quite a year as far as postseason basketball is concerned for teams from our area. Going into this last weekend, going into Saturday, there were still a total of 8 teams that were involved in state competition after West Plains girls won at Marshfield. And we still have the Dora boys in Class 1 in the Final Four, the Licking girls in Class 3 in the Final Four in Springfield at the end of this week. The Hartville Eagles boys team is still playing. So we've got 3. That's in Class 2. So we've got 3, and if West Plains can win tonight, we'd still have 4 alive at this point in the year. But going into Saturday, that's just phenomenal. 8 teams from our area that were still competing in state playoff basketball. So in the first half, one of the keys was to keep Katie Scott under control to some degree. And I don't know how you do a better job than this. She had 4 points. 4 points at the half. The one thing that has really bitten West Plains here in this game so far is turning the basketball over. 13 turnovers against West Plains in the first 2 quarters, and that is not normal at all. They did force 10 from Carl Junction, so they were a net -3 in the turnover count. West Plains did not even shoot coming out of halftime. They just came back out on the court here just with about 30 seconds to go in the halftime period, and now they come out of the huddle, and they're ready to go. West Plains will be defending the goal to the left. Carl Junction with the ball in white. On the left side, Fergie with it. 5 starters back in the ball game. In the corner, open shot for a 3, and it's no good. The rebound, Allie Holzapfel does a great job, and it's taken away by Scott. She lays it up and in. Scott just reached in and just flat took it away. And she's big enough to do that. She's a strong player. Right point, high post, Ashton Judd. Up fake, goes in, spins, stops, fadeaway shot, forward, good, and she shot it over Katie Scott. Ashton Judd makes it a 2-point game again, 21-19. She will not back down. That is something you can count on. Baseline, Scott cut off, left wing pass. Now step over, nothing open for Rentz. Gets it to the high post, left elbow to the right wing. They'll dribble it back out front. Bree Harlan picks up the ball, and West Plains playing that good matchup defense. Right point, lob pass, left corner, Scott left point. Now Scott will shoot a 3 if you let her. In the corner, here's another 3, and that is no good. Rebounded underneath, and Carl Junction controls. Scott will shoot a 3 from the left point, no good. Rebound, Cass Cunningham has it, and gets it over to Mackenzie Brunson. West Plains with a chance to tie the game here. 6:35 left. Third quarter, high post, Holzapfel on the wing. Brunson didn't have enough time to get a shot off. Out to the point, Bree Harlan. Cass Cunningham. I'm sure Coach Womack talked about offense and taking better care of the ball. In the middle on the wing, Mackenzie Brunson drives baseline, now turns it back outside. Bounce pass to Holzapfel on the baseline, goes in, lost the ball, gets it back outside, but it's going to be stolen by Shiloh Winder. And Carl Junction back with a 2-point lead again, 21-19. In the right corner, wide open, Berge with a 3, hit the side of the backboard, and she chased it down. Now back over on the left side, Carl Junction with another chance. That was such a bad shot, she could gauge where it was going and had an idea and beat everybody to the ball. Winder to the left point, Winder back in the left corner. Berge with it. On the right side to Winder. 2-point game, 21-19. West Plains trails by 2. Lob over the top in the left corner, and there is Scott catching inside, putting it up and good. Katie Scott's got 8, 23-19. She catches the ball about 5 feet from the basket, and there's not much you can do. At the point, Brunson with it. Dribbles in, free throw line. She'll shoot it open. Shot good. Two-pointer for Mackenzie Brunson. And now a timeout will be called by West Plains. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. So Coach Scott Womack wants to make some changes here because he sees what they're doing on offense, reversing the ball, and when they reverse it over the top, they've got Scott wide open inside, and they're going to try to find a way to stop that. 30-second timeout, and we'll go ahead and keep it here because the buzzer's already gone off. So far in the game, Cass Cunningham has 8 points. Ashton Judd has 6. Mackenzie Brunson has 7. They're the only 3 to score. 4 people have scored for Carl Junction, led by Katie Scott, who has 8 points. Scott stands 6'3". When you see Zizzers players stand next to her, you're just like, holy cow. Cass Cunningham is not what you call short, but she is next to Katie Scott. Here's the inbound play in the backcourt. Full court pressure by West Plains. They go to the press here, up the left sideline. Winder has it, cut off, double team, pass across. Now on the right sideline, almost a travel there, but bounce pass to the point. Lob inside, wide open, layup is good. Good ball movement that time by Carl Junction as Taylor Hughes gets the lay-in. 25-21. Mackenzie Brunson picks up the dribble. They overplay a lot, and there's a travel violation. Allie Holzapfel couldn't get her foot planted, turns it over. At 16, West Plains turnovers. Up the right sideline now. Front court. Winder feeds it across. That was nearly thrown away. Down the left wing. Wrench to the point. Berge dribbles over to the right corner. Winder is guarded by Mackenzie Brunson. 4-point game. Pass low block, caught inside. Shot off the glass is good. That's Taylor Hughes, her second bucket. She's got 8. Now it's a 27-21 game. Carl Junction extends their zone a little bit here. Brunson dribbles in, gets it inside, knocked away and stolen again. Ashton Judd put it on the deck, but had it slapped away. 27-21. Pass inside. Scott catches, shoots, and she got fouled. That's Ashton Judd, and that'll be her third foul. 3:38 to go in the ball game, or in the third quarter, that is. 3:38 to go in the third. And Katie Scott will go to the free throw line. So Katie Scott will shoot. Third free throw of the night for Carl Junction. They're 0 for 2. First one here is good. Drew Harris will come in for Allie Holzapfel for West Plains. (28-21). 7-point game now. Here's the next try for Scott, and it's good. In the third quarter here, here's the ball stolen in the backcourt, and a drive, and the shot no good. Offensive foul. Good job by Cass Cunningham to draw that after another West Plains turnover. Hilton called for the foul, her second foul. It's really hard to believe how... Okay, thanks for screwing up my scorebook. Destiny Berge picks up her third foul. So she's got 3 now. Ashton Judd has 3. She is still in the ball game. West Plains ball in the backcourt, down 8, 29-21. Bree Harlan brings it up long up ahead. Here's a catch by Judd, and it's blocked by Scott out of bounds. He'll stay with West Plains. Danny Wrench comes back in, the point guard for Carl Junction. Here's the inbound play out front, or underneath, in the right corner. McKenzie catches, shoots the 3, and it's good. 29-24. That's a big lift for the Zizzers. Up the right sideline, they break the press, but they're going to hold the ball up and set their offense. 3:10 to go. Third quarter, 29-24. Junction with the basketball in the corner, back to the left point. Branch to the left point. Right side to Hilton, back to the point to Scott. Gives it left corner. Here's a 3, and it's no good. Weak shot rebound to Mackenzie Brunson. Off the miss by Danny Wrench. To make it a one-possession game with a bucket here on the right side. Cass Cunningham over the top. Reed wide open for a 3, and it's good. 2-point game. It was 8 just a moment ago. And timeout called by Carl Junction. 2:30 to go in the third. West Plains with a nice little 6-point run have tightened it up. 29-27. Carl Junction leads back in 30 seconds on KD1.
Have you thought about your retirement? The money that's going to be required to live comfortably when you are finished working? If not, you should talk to Community First about individual retirement accounts, IRAs. Community First offers traditional and Roth IRAs to fit your savings needs. The future is now. Start saving and enjoy tax benefits with IRAs from Community First Banking Company in West Plains, Mountain Grove, and Thayer. Member FDIC.
Zizzers basketball action continues now on KDY.
And we come back to Nixa. There's Art Haynes. How you doing, Art? Good to see you. Art Haynes, who is on sports talk radio here or over in Springfield. Just one of the best people in the world. Just love Art Haynes. All right, here we go. Back to play. Carl Junction basketball. They lead it by 2. Up the left sideline, front court. Berge gets it in the corner to Winder. Left point, Scott, left corner. Well, pass out front, ball was deflected away. Picked back up, though, by Shiloh Winder for Carl Junction. They're looking inside. They get it inside, and Scott can't hold on to it, but it gets it back out to the right corner. Dribble on the baseline. Berge will shoot it. No good. Weeks out a rebound. Cass Cunningham. And now West Plains with a 3 could take the lead. They're going to have to hurry to get the ball over the timeline. That's a reach. Oh, what a bad foul. Katie Scott was lingering behind the play. She was reaching in, trying to deflect the basketball, and she got a foul at midcourt right on the timeline. And that is her 3rd foul. Man alive. So that's a break for West Plains. Both Berge and Scott with 3 fouls now. Top of the circle, Mackenzie Brunson dribbles in. Reach in, that's going to be a walk. Is it not, or a jump ball? Jump ball is going to be the call. And it will be who's basketball? West Plains basketball. A 2 would tie, a 3 would give the Lady Zizzers the lead here. 1:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. Nate Hudson's our engineer. Jim Lambert is doing the video on Facebook. Here's the inbound play out front. Mackenzie Brunson traveled with the basketball. Man alive. 6 in the 1st quarter, 7 in the 2nd, and 6 here in the 3rd. Turnover-wise for West Plains. 19 for the night. And Carl Junction is a +9 in the turnover department. Top of the circle, Scott, left corner. Dribble out with a minute 20. Scott, top of the circle. Back on the left side, Berge, who will shoot it anywhere, circles back out to the point. Left wing, here's a 3, and that is good. Danny Rich, 32-27. 5-point game again. On the right side, Cunningham. Back to the point, Bree Harlan, bad pass. To the right to Katie Scott at the free throw line. Takes it all the way in. Whistle, blocking foul, layup good. And the basket will count. So Katie Scott's got 8 points in this quarter. And it went from 8 down to 2. Now it's back out to 5. It could be 6. I thought they had already counted the basket. Oh, they're not going to count. They're going to say that foul was before. And that's on Bree Harlan, her first. Boy, what a break that is. Instead of a 3-point play, here's the inbound play with 46 seconds to go. Left corner, Berge. Left side, they're trying to get it inside to Scott, but Mackenzie Brunson keeping a front on her pass inside. She catches, she shoots, and she missed it. And the ball was rebounded by Cass Cunningham, who gets it out to Brunson, who's fouled by Berge, and that's her 4th foul. She has to come out, and that takes a little bit of their offense away right there. So now in the game, Jessa Hilton. And so Berge to the bench with 4. With still a full quarter to go. 30 seconds left in this quarter. See if West Plains can tighten it up going into the 4th. On the right side, Brunson. Out front, Bree Harlan. Right corner. Dribble it over now to the point, back to the right side. Looking left now, Cass Cunningham. Over the top, right wing. Brunson with it. Bree Harlan had the shot, passed it up. 3 seconds to go. Here's the 3 by Brunson at the horn. No good. Into the 3rd quarter. We go into the 4th with Carl Junction and a 5-point lead over West Plains, 32-27. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to State Playoff Basketball with the Lady Zizzers on Hot Country KDY.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, It feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See your local State Farm agent, Adam Mansfield of West Plains, at 417-256-9333.
I need to get ready for prom.
Let's go to Knockouts.
I need more than just tanning, Mom.
They are more than tanning. You can get your hair and nails done, find a dress, and of course tan.
I guess you're right, Mom.
Can you say that again for everyone to hear?
Knockouts Tanning Salon off Preacher Road Boulevard is now more than just tanning. With an in-house hairstylist and nail tech, there is no need to make 4 stops anymore. Tanning, shopping, hair, and nails. Give them a call at 257-0229.
Back to the court and Zizzer basketball on Hot Country KDY.
Okay, we're ready to start the fourth quarter here at Nixa. Here's the way the thing lays out for West Plains. They're down by 5, 32-27. They're on defense to start this quarter. Carl Junction will throw the ball in. Destiny Berge with 4 fouls on the bench for Carl Junction, but Katie Scott's still in. She catches, triple team, back out to the point. Lob back as she gets pump fake up inside. Good, no good. Foul on the play, and she'll shoot 2. She caught the ball, drew 3 defenders. She threw it out, and they threw it right back to her. Allie Holzapfel with her first foul. Ooh, they call that on 30 instead. That's Cass Cunningham. That's her second. All right. Katie Scott, free throw is around and out. No good. Carl Junction outscored West Plains 13-10 in the third. Their lead is 5. Here's the next try for Katie Scott, and that is good. She has 13. Backcourt. She has 11, actually. 11 points. Over the top, left point. Mackenzie Brunson. Well, West Plains has been able to get shots. They've made shots. Here's Cass with a 3, and that ball is off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Ashton Judd. Beats inside, and the foul on the play will go against Danny Wrench for Carl Junction. So 7:24 left to go in the ball game, or at least in regulation. West Plains ball. Who can she get it into? Gets it into Brunson on the wing, back in the corner. Cass has a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Scott. Mackenzie Brunson had it in her hands momentarily, but Scott just kind of lifted it up and took it away. Winder on the right side, pressured by Mackenzie Brunson. She'll dribble it out. Now on the left point, Hilton with it. She's picked up by Ashton Judd on the right side. And again, they defend the post. In the left corner, Winder. Left point, Wrench. Back in the left corner. Kind of just waiting for West Plains to go to sleep and leave Scott an opening inside at the point. 6-point game, 6:40 to go. Carl Junction in no hurry right now. Raw pass inside. There's the catch. Scott puts it up and good. There's nothing you can really do. You pretty much have to have someone as tall, almost as tall as her, to front her. And now ball in the front court. In the corner, Holzapfel. Mackenzie Brunson dribbles in. 15-foot shot is around, no good. Rebound fought for, and it's going to be loose and picked up by Scott. Ball got slapped around and just went right to her. 35-27. West Plains does not want this to get any wider gap-wise. Reach-in foul out front. That'll be on Bree Harlan. That should be her second foul on a reach-in. Carl Junction basketball. And they'll play it in out front. On the right side, Winder back out on the wing. Long pass across. Now back out on the side. Here's a 3. That's an air ball. But, it's caught underneath. That was not a pass, I'm here to tell you. Katie Scott gets the foot in, though. She said, good pass as she came up the floor. Yeah, right. 10-point game now. Another bad pass. That's stolen by Scott. Now they get it in the front court. We're up by 10, 5:22 to go. Lob to the right point. West Plains has not scored here in the fourth. Inside, there's Scott. She elbowed. That's an offensive foul. That's her fourth. The bench will look at the clock. Brad Shorter will look at the clock. And we'll get a timeout on the West Plains side. So, a 30-second timeout is full. It'll be a full timeout, 1 minute break, 5:11 to go in the fourth. Carl Junction leads West Plains 37-27, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Uh-oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hey, John, I think the motor's out on the saw. I think we're going to need a new one.
Nope, give Covies a call. They've been keeping this saw running for years. The number's even engraved on the side of it. They'll keep it alive.
Looks like it says 417-256-4711.
If you're having issues with motors or electrical in your machinery, give Covies Electric Motor Service a call at 417-256-4711. With 3 generations of experience, Covies will keep your motors running longer.
4-6 lead.
We love coming to the Ranch House Grill and Bar. When I say we, I mean our whole family. It's a great place to eat. I love great steaks. My husband loves it.
This cheesecake may be the best thing ever. In fact, I haven't tried anything here that isn't great.
Hey, want to have a good time? This is the place.
Hi, this is Dustin at the Ranch House Grill and Bar. We'd like to invite you for lunch or dinner at the new Ranch House across from Walmart in West Plains.
The official home of the Zizzers is KDY.
Well, it's getting to be critical mass right now for West Plains. They're down by 10 points, 5:11 to go. They've got to find some open shots here at the offensive end, which they have not been able to find very many of. High post, Cass Cunningham bounced it over. Bree Harlan's got an open shot for a 2 in the corner. It's off the side iron, no good. And the ball's going to be controlled by Carl Junction. Ball almost stolen. And now they're going to have a hard time breaking the 10 count. Lob up the floor, and we'll have a whistle timeout will be called by Carl Junction. That was going to be a 10-second call, and Brad Shorter's timeout will avoid that. Another timeout. It's a full timeout. Back in a minute. 4:47 to play in the ball game. 37-27. Carl Junction with a 10-point lead. Back in a minute on KDY.
Hey, I'm sure glad we're taking your car because mine's not feeling very well.
Oh, my car, she feels great. I've been taking her to Don's Auto.
Yeah, but just last week it was making that squeaky noise.
Wheel bearings. Yep, Don's Auto fixed it.
Right on. Maybe they can fix mine.
Of course, Don's Auto Service can take care of your vehicle. They can also take care of all the repairs you're needing and make sure you're up on your maintenance.
This is John Kinslow with Don's Auto Service, where we are more than a tire store.
Hey, it's Maddie at Hirsch Feed, and here in the clothing department, it's out with the old and in with new spring arrivals. That means all our outerwear and select winter styles are 20% off. That includes gloves, vests, bibs, jackets, and more. When you stop by, don't forget to check out our wide selection of boots with brands like Rocky, Georgia, Durango, Ariat, and Red Wing.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than up on store.
The West Plains Zizzers play here on Hot Country KDY.
We're back to play, and Carl Junction basketball in their backcourt up by 10 points with 4:43 to play. And West Plains applies the press. Up the right sideline, Scott to the right corner. Fake shot by Fergie, back in the game, and a 2, no good. Rebounded by Ashton Judd. Ashton up the right sideline with it. Stops with it, now to the point. Bree Harlan. Cass Cunningham. Every time Cass catches, they've got a hand in her face. Now she has it. Bad pass. This one picked up by Holzapfel. Her pass is deflected and stolen. Now ball loose, out of bounds. Last touch by West Plains in the 23 turnovers on West Plains in this game. I wouldn't. If someone told me that they'd have 23 turnovers, I would have just laughed. I said, "There's no way." But that's what's happened. And Carl Junction has 1 turnover here in the second half. That's the ball game right there so far. 10-point game under 4 minutes. Law pass, and over-the-top foul is going to be called on Ashton Judd. Reaching over the top of Katie Scott. Still no 1-and-1. But you have to try. I mean, you just can't let him throw the ball into Katie Scott. The 6'3" senior takes it on the pass outside. West Plains still has not scored here in the fourth quarter. Over on the right side, Berge, with 3:30 to go. His 10-point lead is looking bigger and bigger all the time with each pass that Carl Junction makes the offensive end. Pass across court in the corner, a 3 for Winder, and air ball, and the ball taken down by West Plains. Need to push it up the floor here. Not getting anything in your set offense, so maybe try something else. They're going to get it inside. Ashton Judd on the baseline. Turns, back outside, around the horn. Cass Cunningham dribbles in, reverses. She is cut off. That's really good defense. Ashton Judd has it. Puts it on the floor, goes in, kicks it outside, around the horn. Bree Harlan, right wing. Cass, somebody's got to shoot the ball. Baseline, Brunson from 12 feet. No good. Weak side rebound. Taken down by Berge. Carl Junction in control now with 2:40 to go, up 10. West Plains has scored 10 points here in the second half, all in the third quarter. Scott gets it outside on the right side. Berge dribbles top of the circle. 2:25. Going to start trapping and taking chances. Winder has it at the point, guarded by Bree Harlan. Dribbles over. Cut off. Now out front. On the left side now, Winder with the catch, guarded by Cass Cunningham. Gets in front of her. Hook pass to the left baseline, left corner. That's an open shot for Winder, and it's no good. And the rebound, Scott over the top of everybody, missed it. And the rebound, Mackenzie Brunson. Down to under 2 minutes. Cunningham with a 3 on the right wing, and good. Cass Cunningham with her third 3 cuts it to 7 with 1:44 to go. That's one of the few open looks that West Plains has had, especially here in the second half. Timeout, 37-30, Carl Junction, 1:44 to play in the fourth. Back to Nixa in a moment. You're listening to State Playoff Basketball with the Lady Zizzers on KDY.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Zizzers basketball action continues now on KDY.
We have 1:44 to go. Both teams have 5 team fouls. West Plains is down by 7. And they're going to have to take chances here on the press and just go for steals, because if Carl Junction sets up their half-court offense, they're not going to be looking to score. They're going to run time. Here's the inbound in the corner. Oh, fumbled away and out of bounds off the arm of Shiloh Winder. Only the second turnover of the second half on the Bulldogs. Now, a 3 would make it a one-possession game. Ball out front. There's Brunson. There's the 3, and it's off the front iron. No good. Rebound. Cass Cunningham keeps it. As she goes to her knees, wrap around pass far side. Allie Holzapfel, Bree Harlan with it. Bounce pass on the baseline and a reach in. Oh, it's going to be a kick. A kicking violation on Carl Junction. West Plains ball right of their own basket. Here's the inbound play underneath. Ball is thrown away again. Tries to thread the needle and the ball deflected, and West Plains has their 24th turnover. Left sideline, Winder has it. They're not interested in scoring. There's a foul by Ashton Judge. He's fouled out of the ball game. Ashton fouls out with 6. So she's done, and probably Drew Harris coming in the basketball game. West Plains is going to take their time on the bench before they make their substitution. It is Drew Harris coming in. You're allotted 60 seconds, I think it is, for the substitution after disqualification on foul, so that's what West Plains does. Get a little bit of a breath here. Here we go, minute 10 to go. Up the right side, and that's a foul on Bree Harlan, and that'll be her third. Now 1-1 for Carl Junction. Coming in is Jessa Hilton for Danny Wrench for Carl Junction. So a minute 6 to go, down by 7. And here's the first of the 1-1, no good, and the rebound is going to be picked up again by Berge, and they get control of the basketball. Timeout called by Carl Junction. 1 minute even. 1 minute to go in the ball game, and West Plains trails at 37-30 as Coach Scott Womack stares at the clock overhead, thinking, man alive, we have missed chance after chance after chance in this game, and they're down by 7. So a minute to go, 37-30, back in a minute on KDY.
Spring is here. Time to get your shine on. Call the Duke Boys today for the best detailing and best prices in the area. You know the Duke Boys details vehicles, but that's not all. Bring in your outdoor toys for detailing too. Make sure that boat is shining when you head to the lake, or get your bike out and give it that shine it needs. Call the Duke Boys today, 293-4014, and get your shine on. The Duke Boys, South 63, West Plains. Get your shine on.
When you hear
Z-I-Z,
you say
Z-E-R.
And when you hear Bienvenidos, amigos, you say El Charros. Take the whole family or the whole team for dinner and get ready to experience the area's best authentic Mexican food. El Charro Mexican Restaurant with 2 locations in West Plains. Fast service, great food, and a winning team to serve you are what you'll find at El Charro Mexican Restaurant in West Plains, home of the Zizzers.
Z-I-Z-Z-E-R.
Back to the court and Zizzer basketball on Hot Country KDY.
Back to play with a minute to go. Carl Junction inbounds the basketball, and now they'll make West Plains chase, and they'll foul. Bree Harlan will be called for her 4th foul as she fouls Katie Scott. Stops the clock, 54.7 is showing on the clock right now. Peta Collins comes in the ball game for West Plains. For Drew Harris. 1-1. First try. Good. (38-30). This would make it at least a 3-possession game if this goes in, and it's good. She has 17 points. West Plains back in a hurry. 52 seconds. Cass from way outside for a 3. Rims out. Rebound Scott. This game is about ready to have a fork inserted in it. Here's a foul in the backcourt, and it'll be 1-1 on the other end. Katie Scott will go to the line again for Carl Junction. So McKenzie picks up her first foul with 42 seconds left. 3 points in the fourth quarter for West Plains. That is it. Scott at the line, good. One more try. 40-30 now. Carl Junction, 41-30. In the backcourt, Bree Harlan brings it up. Gets it across. Cass Cunningham steps back, shoots a long three. That's short. Rebound, Allie Holzapfel back outside, threw it away out of bounds. So 31 seconds left. 41-30. Inbound to Scott. Try to steal it. Cass Cunningham on her. She pushed off. That's a foul on Scott. She's out of the ball game. Katie Scott with a push off. With 25 seconds to go. Pushed off and she fouls out. But she seems fairly happy about the whole thing. And with the foul out, they'll get a minute before they have to substitute her out of the ball game. So Scott fouls out with 19 points. And so they'll come back out on the floor here. That was player control, so it'll be West Plains ball in the backcourt. Down 11, 25 seconds to go. Bree Harlan, top of the circle on the left wing. Mackenzie Brunson over the top in the right corner. Shot by Cunningham is blocked by Danny Wrench. And she stepped out of bounds with the basketball. Stays with the Zizzers, 12.8 to go. So Carl Junction, again, is going to the sectionals. And if they win at Bolivar on Saturday, they'll go to the Final Four again. And probably running into Incarnate Word again. Inbound play. Cass around the defender on the jump shot of the baseline, no good. Got her own board, puts it up good. Foul on the play. Basket will count with 6.8 to go. 41-32. And Cass Cunningham will shoot one shot. And it is good. Cass had a good game today. 14 points. West Plains calls timeout. Sub out. They've already subbed out on the Carl Junction side. So an 8-point lead for Carl Junction and only 6.8 left on the clock. We want to say thanks to all of the numerous sponsors that we had join us for the live stream and broadcast of the Lady Zizzers in districts and here in state competition. And it made it possible for a lot of folks to at least see the ball game tonight that wouldn't have otherwise. So good job by Jim Lambert getting that all together and bringing it to you on Facebook, on KDY Facebook and Ozark Radio News Facebook. So 41-33, there's a reason that Carl Junction is undefeated. They're now going to be 27-0. And there's a reason West Plains is going to finish the year 27-2. They're really good, too. But Carl Junction has that X factor. And she is a load. Here we go. Inbound play. No foul. Final score in the game will be Carl Junction 41 and West Plains 33. We're back in a minute to wrap it up on KDY.
West Plains Lock and Key, Where tradition meets technology, they have expanded their services once again to better serve you. They have invested in technology and now can produce and program keys for even more hard-to-key vehicles like some BMWs, Toyota, Mini Cooper, and more. And they can retrieve the keypad information for Ford vehicles. So if you are having trouble getting keys made for your vehicle, call West Plains Lock and Key 256-8862. Where tradition meets technology. That's West Plains Lock and Key.
Did you know that small businesses help create a majority of new jobs and depend heavily on local banks for financing? That's why at West Plains Savings and Loan, we want to put your money to work growing our local economy. Stop in today and find out why so many families and local businesses choose West Plains Savings and Loan. Since 1919, helping to grow our local economy. Member FDIC.
The official home of the Zizzers is KDY.
Well, we expected this to be a defensive-oriented basketball game, and that's what it was. And when you hold West Plains to 33 points, that tells you what kind of game it was. At the same time, West Plains held Carl Junction to 41 points. Now, if you'd have said coming into this game, they're going to hold Carl Junction to 41, you're thinking, man alive, we have got a great chance to win this ball game. But the defense from the other end was just as stout and even better. And the other statistic, which was the downfall of West Plains in this game, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 turnovers on West Plains. The turnover differential was a plus 12 for Carl Junction. And that right there was the difference in the basketball game. Scoring for West Plains with 14, Cass Cunningham, 10 for Mackenzie Brunson, 6 for Ashton Judd, and Bree Harlan had 3. Leading the way for Carl Junction, their All-State player and Drury College signee, Katie Scott, had 19 points. 15 of those came in the second half. 8 points for Taylor Hughes, 6 for Shiloh Winder, 5.9 for Destiny Berge, and 3 for Danny Wrench. I'm Lou for us. Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast, whether on the radio or on Facebook. Thanks to Jim Lambert for providing that, and thanks to Nate Hudson in the studio engineering on the radio side. I'm Harlan Hutchison. Again, your final is Carl Junction, 41. West Plains, 33. Carl Junction goes to 27-0. West Plains season ends at 27-2. And that's all for us as we say good night from Nixa, Missouri.
KDY is brought to you in part by Duke Boys, by El Charro, West Plains Lock and Key, West Plains Savings and Loan, by Bureau, Community First Banking Company, State Farm Insurance Agent Adam Mansfield, by Knockouts, Covey Electric, The Ranch House, Don's Auto Service, and Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. Ladies Zizzers Basketball, a presentation of Ozark Radio Sports, a division of Ozark Marketing Company.